You've got a pretty good, I would say, 15-foot shot or so. That's been pretty consistent for you, especially lately. What made you want to add that to your game, and how did you get so comfortable taking that shot?
Back in high school when I was at Haverford, I used to work out every morning before school with my head coach, and I was always just a driver, and he was a really good shooter. His name's Henry Fairfax, and he was a great mentor to me. Every morning we just worked on my form, and we never stepped out to the three for like a whole summer. We just shot mid-range jump shots and got comfortable at doing that, and just focused on every little detail. And he's the one that really showed me and helped me, perfect that shot, or really get really good at that shot.
Does it feel like a unique trait to have? Because it seems like the mid-range game is not what it used to be, just in the league in general.
I mean, I think for me, I think that I'm really good at scoring when I'm getting to the basket. So if somebody stops me from getting to the basket, then I get to my mid-range, and I think that's just that works for me personally. I know the NBA is getting away from it, but for me, in my game, I think that it's good, and I think that it's good for a person like myself, a person who's really good at getting to the basket. I feel like that's something you need to have.
With that said, Tim Miles talked after the game the other day about how dangerous Penn State's offense is when you're making threes, because it makes them come out and spreads things out.
Yeah.
How vital is it to get consistent from three to do what you want to do in this sport?
Right. It's something that I'm working at every day. But I feel like that is somewhat important for our team to have success with me making threes. But I don't bank our success on me making a three or not. But that is something I'm working on. I just got finished working on it, and I'm gonna keep working on it and just keep being confident in that shot, and hopefully it'll open up things for myself and my teammates.
How do you work on it? What do you do? It's just a matter of shooting, or
I feel like it's just repetition. Keep shooting, keep getting comfortable with the shot, and shooting game shots, shots that you gain games, and maybe even watching film. Just see what you did wrong, like look at your feet. Maybe this is the time to take a good one, this isn't. And just learning for across the board.
We've seen a little bit more of the small ball lineup with you at the 5 lately, and Rajir was telling us how much he likes playing in that lineup after the game against Nebraska. What do you think makes that lineup so dangerous?
I think our quickness. I think we're able to be disruptive on defense. We don't have any rim, no real rim protection with me at the 5, but I can contest shots. But I think we're able to get steals and runouts, and even on made baskets, we're able to still run and beat the team down the floor with how quick we are. And we use that to our advantage. So we get the ball moving side to side. You have 5 people out there that can make a play. That's hard to guard.
And when teams if teams try to counter that and slow you guys down, what do you think you guys have to do defensively to make sure you don't have some breakdowns?
I think when teams try to counter that, I think they're still going to have to adjust to us, because I feel like we've played against bigger lineups with that lineup going all the way back to West Virginia, where I guarded the 5 a couple times when Mike was still hurt. And I think it's still they're gonna have to adjust to us. It's not us adjusting to them. I feel like we can compete with any lineup with that lineup, because just how quick we are and how disruptive we are on defense.
And do you think a performance like you guys had against Nebraska, putting up 95 points, do you think that kind of validates all of the talk you guys have been doing about how you feel like you're a lot better than your record shows?
Yeah, I think so. I think, in the previous week we beat number 6 Michigan. We were able to go to Purdue and compete at a high level, even though we came out with a loss. And then we came back and fought back again against a good Nebraska team. But I think, it shows every night. I think you can see us compete against every team. It's never really out of our reach. There's always small things that could have been done that would have changed a lot of outcomes of games that we've had this year. So I think you could see it, that we're better than our record just by watching us play any given game.
Coach Chambers said that you're doing well academically. How important is that end of it for you? Because obviously a lot of players who come into college aren't as focused on that. And how important is the graduation end of it?
My parents are a big influence on me just to get my schoolwork done and make it a priority. And I just try to set that example by, just doing what I have to do so I can do what I want.
Is graduation a priority for you, and when would you graduate?
That's a good question. I don't know when I would graduate, and of course I would want to graduate.
How much have you been in contact with Shep? Obviously, you guys are both doing your own thing, but obviously he's the first season in the G League. And what kind of example do you think that sets for some of the younger guys on the team?
What, Shep being in the G League set the example?
Yeah.
I talk to Shep on a weekly basis. Me and Shep are really close. He's loving it right now. He loves his new job. He's having fun with it, and I think he's able to talk to me a lot and give me advice on just how to lead. And he's been through seasons where things may not have went his way, so he's kind of just been helping me, being a big brother to me. In terms of leadership, in terms of my own game, and he watches every game, so he's always giving me his analysis. So me and Shep, we talk all the time, though. He's been really good for me and his team, actually, behind closed doors.
On the other side of that, what's it been like for you to watch Raw and Miles kind of come through? They both had a little bit of a rough spell early in the Big Ten, but seem to be playing much better now.
It's great. They're great players. They work hard. They're good. They're good people. They're good students. They deserve it. All they do is live in this gym, and I've said this multiple times. I always just want to see good people have success because they work hard and they're talented. So it's always going to be an adjustment for any first-year player, no matter how good you are. College game is different coming out of high school. But I feel like they're really comfortable. The game slowed down for them, and they're seeing things that they may not have seen a couple months ago. So I think they've really grown since then.
If I'm not making this up in my head, after last year, you said that you were coming back after Tony left.
Yeah.
Were you considering leaving at that time, or was that just sort of I wanted everyone to know? And where are you in that process this time around? Because you're certainly playing as well as you ever have.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I just wanted to – I didn't know if I wanted to test my options just to see where I stood or, just to get feedback. And right now I'm honestly just focusing on this team. Me and Coach, we're really close. We're able to have real honest conversations, and I think that that's something that me and him are going to revisit at the end of the season and see, what our options are. But for right now, I'm just focused on the team and focused on beating Illinois Saturday.
Does the stuff that happens with Zion last night factor into that equation at all, where you watch a guy that, just blows out his shoe on an innocuous play and he's not, as far as we know, getting paid to do any of that? I mean, where does that, play into a guy that, whether you come back next year or go pro, you're close to whatever you're doing next?
Yeah. I think it's just an unfortunate situation. I was just telling my teammates, I don't think Nike makes shoes for 300-pound people that move as well as he does. So I'm surprised that's his first shoe he broke. But I think for myself, I don't want to look at the negatives. I don't want to look and worry that I might get hurt next game or next practice. I just go out and play because I enjoy doing it. That's what I want to continue to do. And I don't want to have that fearful mindset. I just want to play and do what I can for this team. That's why I'm here. That's why I decided to come here to play. So I'm just going to play.